Hey guys, OrangeGo79 here, and today I'll be talking about merchandise I recently gotten, which is a lot. This isn't really a review of the stuff I showed today, it's basically a showcase of what I got recently. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so recently it was my birthday and I got cool gifts and money. And with that money I thought, hey, I just realized I have like barely any Sonic figures. I should buy some. So that's what I did. The day before my birthday, a package arrived for me. That package being... Look, it was £3.50 on eBay. This is the Jazzwares 5-inch Sonic figure that's unfortunately missing his nose and ear, which I will soon be repairing. Other than those issues, the figure is still really good. While I have this, I'm hoping to get the 2011 version as well. Next up is something I bought for my friend, KianX9. You're gonna hear his name a lot in this video. Along with other stuff, which I'll get back to later since I'm going chronological. Here we have 3 Jazzwares Knuckles figures, 2 being from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and 1 just being a standard Knuckles. The 2 Sasasar figures have some scuff marks, and the standard one looks great with no issues, not to mention the paint job looks a lot better. These figures are cool, are probably one of my favourite Knuckles figures out there, other than the Resource Knuckles and Superposer. Next up is the Jazzwares SBO figure, which is a factory reject. Why? Well, there's nothing wrong with the sculpt, articulation or anything, unlike my factory reject Tails, whose left leg was stuck in a weird position, which I fixed since I realized the leg was backwards and really angled, so I turned it around and fixed it. The SBO just has some white stuff on the top and back of his head. Other than that, everything else about the figure looks great. It's also cool that it's the figure with the new joints, and it also came with a Sandstorm figure, which originally came with the Tails in the Sonic 3 timeline. It's cool for what it is. Next up, I'll be showing the Sonic figures I got, being Jazzwares 3 and Sonic, one with the old and new joints. Which one do I like more? Definitely the older one, because to me, the 2013 Sonic's arms and legs are just way too thick. Along with that, a 5-inch light blue classic Sonic, it would be nice to have the darker one, which came by 2009 Sonic. Along with my most recent Sonic, the Sonic Freerider Sonic figure, along with his board. These are really cool and I hope I can get more from the set. I also got a Super Silver and Tails from KidX9, along with one last thing, but it's not Jazzwares related. Anyway, on to the last thing I gotten. Here it is, my favourite Sonic figure of all time, the Jazzwares Sonic Superposer. This figure has such a cool sculpt, amazing articulation at a whopping 28, and although Toy Island originally made these, the paint job is better on the Jazzwares figure. Along with that, I also got the Superposer Shadow, which is the most recent Jazzwares figure I've gotten. Well, I bought the Sonic a day before my birthday, so I guess you can consider it an early gift from me to me. One thing I thought about is that since Jazzwares started off using Toy Island molds, what if they were inspired from the Superposers and made almost the same amount of articulation for the 3-inch line, which would explain why they have so much articulation. Anyway, that's all for Jazzwares. The next bunch of Jazzwares stuff I want to get are more Superposers and these 3-inch figures. But right now, I'm really happy with what I have, so let's move on. The Jack Pacific Sonic toy line is doing really well, with many products that are just so cool, and the 30th anniversary merch just looks even more awesome. But unfortunately, I don't have that much Jack Sonic merch. As of the time of writing this, these are the only things I have. Why? Because where I live, England, they don't have that much Jack Sonic stuff here. For example, Wave 2 of the 2.5 and 4-inch figures, Wave 2 of the plushes have been released in Smith's, but sold out and aren't restocked. I usually get my Jack stuff from Mad for Toys, a UK online store. Anyway, onto Jack Sonic. I recently got the Wave 2 Sonic new from eBay for £15. The figure looks great, one of the most accurate Sonic figures I've ever seen. Not the most, since I feel that goes to the Jazzwares 2011 5-inch Sonic. The sculpt looks fantastic along with the articulation. I really recommend this figure. Let us move on to Tomy. The Tomy Sonic toy line is an interesting one. They have some good products, some alright products, and yikes, jeez. Oh. But Tomy does have one figure that is universally loved by everyone. That being or your tails! With the ultimate Sonic figure at a close second. This is one of the most amazing Sonic figures I've ever seen. The sculpt, articulation, and the expressions are so well done. And looking at the development of the figure is just so interesting. I know it's based off the Sonic and Android, but still. I got this from a store called Well Stuffed Toys, which has leftover Tommy stock for retail price. Speaking of Ultimate figure, recently Entertainment Earth has shown off the Jack-specific collector's Sonic figure. I want to compare the two. Anyway, let's move on to another thing from Tommy, being the Tommy 3-inch Sonic figure. I got this figure from my friend, Kian X9, and I bought it because I wanted to compare all the Master Toy Partner Sonic mainline figures. And comparing it to other Sonic figures, man, it's bland. It's a good figure, but really has nothing going for it. Even the paint job on this figure is dull. Like, usually Sonic's color palette is not this. If you can't tell what I mean, just look at the shoes compared to other Sonic figures. Anyway, that's all I have to say with Tommy Sonic. Now let's move on to the last figure I'll be showing off today. Resource is a toy company that has made many products, but the best is definitely the Sonic Adventure toy line they made. But unfortunately, the company went defunct in 2001. This is common knowledge to Sonic collectors at this point, but did you know that in the mid to late 2000s, on eBay, stock of the Wave 2 figures were being sold, and people thought it was bootlegs? You probably did, but my point is, lots of factory stock for Sonic figures and plushes show up. While I was on eBay, I came across a factory stock Resource Amy for sale. Now, how do they still have stock of this figure? Probably because everyone thought they were bootlegs, so there's a lot of unsold stock, which I guess now is being sold again. So of course my first instinct was, I need this. So I got it. Anyway, with the figure itself, and my oh my, is it a great figure. I just love how Resource captures the UGA cover art style in these figures, and this Amy is no exception. The sculpt and paint job on this figure looks great. And although it does make it hard to stand, that's basically the same for most Sonic figures. You can rotate her legs too to get her standing. Overall, these figures are fantastic. I recommend buying all of these. Now let's move on to the plushes.